Focused Hands here. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about AR-15s and how they are not assault rifles. The misconception of these is the narrative that we're seeing in the country right now is people are saying that AR-15s are fully automatic weapons. I'm here to tell you that's not true. It's just not true. And again, people are lying to you if they're telling you that AR stands for assault rifle. It doesn't stand for assault rifle. AR stands for armor light rifle. For the people who actually built the AR-15 platform. And I'm going to go through a couple of different types of guns for you. First and foremost, this is a paint gun. This is clearly not regulated by any type of law in the country regarding a projectile. Even though this does shoot paint, you can actually go and buy this from any store, anywhere, and shoot paint for a car. Paint gun. This is a shotgun, and it actually does have ammo in it. This is a shotgun, right? Paint gun, shotgun. Paint gun, shotgun. What's the difference between these two? I can buy this anywhere. I cannot buy this anywhere without having it sent to an FFL. If I'm already an FFL, then it can be sent directly to me since I have an FFL license. If you do not have an FFL license, you have to have this sent to a place that has an FFL license and thus carry out a background check. You cannot just walk into a store and buy this shotgun without a background check and some form of ID. So you're gonna need both of those. In the last video, I didn't mention about the ID, background check, passing the background check. I said that, but I didn't mention the fact that you actually needed an ID along with the background check to figure out who you are, and passing that background check will net you one of these. So let's get on to the controversial AR-15 while I get the firearms ready. So in this backpack here is my daily backpack carry. If you've watched several of my videos, you know what this is. You know this to be one of my most favorite guns. This is an active gun here. This is my 5-inch 5.7 by 28 millimeter AR-57. It is not fully automatic. It is semi-automatic. And what this means is semi-automatic weapons fire on every shot. So I pull the trigger, one shot. I pull the trigger, one shot. I pull the trigger, one shot. Fully automatic weapons works like this. I pull the trigger once, and this is on safety, by the way. So I pull the trigger once, and it can fire all of my rounds out really, really fast. The better the gun and the cycle ability, the faster you can shoot. That's the big difference. One is significantly better than the other. I would say, arguably, and you can agree or disagree with this, I would say that a person is much better accurately with a semi-automatic rifle, one like this, versus a fully automatic rifle, ones like you see in the military. Those are fully automatic rifles. There's some people out here who have them, some of the older ones, but I don't. From my limited experience in self-defense and actually shooting a fully automatic weapon, I can kind of keep it in control and on target, but it is not as accurate as one of these. Actually, it is nowhere near accurate as this. Like, this thing right here is dangerous in the right hands. Any gun, let me pause and rephrase this. Any gun that you train with, that you sighted in, that you spent time just getting the accuracy down, under fire, under pressure, you're going to be dangerous with, because you train with it. I mean, you know, think about NASCAR drivers. You wouldn't get behind the wheel of a NASCAR without some kind of training and go 200 miles an hour around the track, would you? While other cars are doing the same thing. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't try to take out an engine if you don't know the first thing about taking out engines or transmissions in your car, would you? No, you wouldn't. Don't try to say you would. The same thing about this here is, I wouldn't try to use fully automatic weapons or try to shoot around folks if I didn't train with this. That's the difference. Like, for this, I actually train with quite a bit. So I'm very comfortable in my skill with this weapon on a daily basis. So this is my 5.7 AR-57. It is part of the AR-15 platform, which is a semi-automatic rifle platform, not a fully automatic rifle platform. I'm seeing this notion of people just saying that every weapon that we have out here, oh, the AR-15s are fully automatic weapons. There are some, disclaimer, there are some fully auto weapons that look like they're AR-15s and vice versa. And I won't get into the mechanics of that in this video. I'll save it for the next video. But there are some lookalikes. The semi-auto and the fully auto share some of the same characteristics as far as the overall, I would say, if you look at this, I'm actually gonna pull this one up. This is my rifle. This is my AR-57 rifle, also in the AR-15 platform, but it's an AR-57 because the caliber is 5.7. You get an AR-15, which is kind of weird, but that's 5.56. I never really understood. You get AR-47, which is the AK-47 in the AR-15 platform. AR-9, AR-10, you know, is 308s, etc., etc. I have varying calibers in the AR platform. 10. Well, I don't have a 10. I have AR-57, AR, I guess will be 300 Blackout, AR-47, I guess AR-35, you know, there's several different rifles or semi-automatic rifles in the AR-15 platform, and this is just the latest of the weapons that I have in this platform. This by far has to be one of my most favorite at the moment, and this thing weighs about 9 pounds, but it feels so light now, mainly to the fact that I've done a lot of conditioning to be able to run this without getting fatigued. And you know, this thing has a really light trigger. It is the iconic trigger from Rise Armaments. If you haven't checked it out, you know, do yourself a favor, go check out. I'm still working on getting out to the outdoor range to show you my version of this, but I can tell you from right now, from shooting it, this thing is, I can't go back. I'm actually gonna have to upgrade my backpack carry, concealed carry, up to the iconic trigger, because this thing is just, I mean, the trigger pulls are so light, it almost seems like you're shooting automatic. But yeah, so this is that build. So the reason why I say all this in this episode is I'm kind of going through a lot of what I'm hearing on YouTube, on the internet, and from people on the street and from friends that they don't know the difference between the two, and they don't some of them don't really care to know, even if you tell them the truth. Like, hey, look, you're wrong here. You know, AR does not stand for assault rifle. It just doesn't stand for that. And, you know, the media is going to try to paint it as an assault rifle, or they call it an assault pistol, which is just, I don't, why does everything have to be triggering? That using trigger words to try to trick people into thinking that these are weapons of mass destruction, and they're not. Look, I built this in an afternoon, you know, not even using YouTube. I built this in an afternoon, just buying all the parts myself. And look at this thing. You think that I bought this from a company, but I built this. I built it. This is the Komodo Dragon build. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful rifle. And I built it. And I'm very happy that, you know, I had the time and I put in the effort to learn this, because now I can build multiple of these. And I can build for other people that might want to learn. I can teach them what I know, and they can also learn this too if they want to. It's not hard to do. And this is not, it's nothing scary about building your own weapons. There's nothing scary. And why people try to, how do you say, either guilt trip you or they try to manipulate you into believing that this weapon right here is used for mass destruction, is because they're trying to control you, and control you in your thought process and the narrative that guns are bad and we need to ban them. And that is not true. And I'm here to tell you, as someone that, like I said in my last video, I was on the side that I didn't like guns until I started building these myself and going out and shoot, and I stopped listening to both sides. I didn't listen to people who were pro-gun. I didn't listen to people who were anti-gun. I just said, you know what? I'm going to go and build it myself. I'm going to teach myself, go to the range myself, and I'm going to shoot it and see what I think about it. And in the last video, like I said, if I didn't like it at that point, I would stop. But it's my choice. I wasn't influenced by left or right. It was something that I decided to do out of curiosity, and it turns out I actually liked it. Now I can try to convince people like you, be like, hey, look, I know that I might be more, this right or left is just annoying too. I might be more on the pro-gun side, mainly because I've done it myself. But I still would say you should go out and do what I did. Don't listen to me. You know, don't listen to me and tell you that you should go get a gun and defend yourself. If you don't want to do that, by all means, it is your right not to defend yourself. It is. Why you would not do that, that's for another talk, and we can go back and forth about that. Why you wouldn't want to defend yourself in your life, in your family's life. Hey, some people, they don't even want to light a match, and that's fine. But don't listen to me tell you that you should do something, because you don't have to. But I will tell you what you should do. What you should do is not listen to anybody else. Go out and try it for yourself. And then you make the decision if it's something for you or not for you. Get training. Go to a range, and I don't know, pick a friend that is responsible and can help guide you in the right direction, but allow you to make your own decisions. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you choose not to, that's fine. If you choose to continue, you know, using guns and recreationally, defensively, you know, feel free to reach out to me and say, hey, look, you know, I watched your video. I took your non-advice and, you know, I found that it was a lot more pleasurable than what people were saying. And it's not as scary as people were saying. And just hit me up and let me know, you know. I don't need anything else. Past that, that's it. Like, for this episode, I just wanted to talk about AR-15s and how they're not fully automatic weapons, as what you've been hearing in the media, or the assault pistols, as you've been hearing in the media. It's all just trigger words used to try to scare you into more gun control and to think that we're out here carrying military style rifles, which are assault rifles. Remember, semi-automatics, you have to pull the trigger to get a shot. Full automatics, you pull the trigger once to get all the shots. That's the simplest that I can explain it between the two. They look the same, but the actions in which happens in this part of the gun are different. Even the BCG for fully auto is different, but like I said, we'll talk about that in another video. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back for part 3 for this, and I do have some info on the Focus that I'm working on outside the paint stuff. I'll be uploading that video here pretty soon for you all that kind of worried about what's going on with the ST that I'm building. It's still being worked on, and I do have another build coming for the 5.7 platform that I'm getting ready to drop as well. All this stuff is all going on in the Focus Hands universe behind the scenes. It's kind of crazy how I'm able to keep up with all this stuff and get things done in my personal life and stuff done. Pat on the back. Pat on the back for that. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next episode.